Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to discuss past events in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice using the imperfetto with the two key patterns. Let's look at the main dialogue. Two people are talking about their childhood. Sì, l'adoro. Quando ero bambino vivevo a Milano e mangiavo spesso la cotoletta. Yes, I love it. When I was a child, I lived in Milan and often ate cutlet. Interessante. Io invece mangiavo molta pasta da bambino. Interesting. I, on the other hand, used to eat a lot of pasta as a child. Quando ero. Vivevo. Mangiavo. Mangiavo. In the dialogue, we heard several verbs in the imperfetto tense, like ero, vivevo, mangiavo. The imperfetto is used to describe how things were in the past, habits, ongoing actions, and states of being. It's often translated as used to or was or were doing in English. We have learned two useful sentence patterns. The first line follows this pattern. Quando plus imperfect sentence 1, comma, imperfect sentence 2. This is used to describe two things that were happening at the same time in the past. Quando ero bambino, vivevo a Milano e mangiavo spesso la cotoletta. When I was a child, I lived in Milan and often ate cutlet. The second line follows da plus noun or adjective plus imperfect sentence. This pattern introduced a past role or condition, like being a child, followed by a habitual action. Io, invece, mangiavo molta pasta da bambino. I, on the other hand, used to eat a lot of pasta as a child. These sentence structures help you describe who you were and what you used to do in the past. Let's practice using these patterns with the imperfetto tense. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Mio fratello, molto sport da ragazzo. Mio fratello, molto sport da ragazzo. Faceva. Faceva. Mio fratello faceva molto sport da ragazzo. Mio fratello faceva molto sport da ragazzo. My brother used to do a lot of sports as a boy. We use faceva because it's the third person singular of fare in the imperfetto, describing a repeated past activity. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Quando a scuola portavo sempre il panino da casa. Quando a scuola portavo sempre il panino da casa. Andavo. Andavo. Quando andavo a scuola, portavo sempre il panino da casa. Quando andavo a scuola, portavo sempre il panino da casa. When I used to go to school, I always brought a sandwich from home. We use andavo, the first person singular of andare, to show a past routine. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Da bambino non le verdure. Da bambino non le verdure. Mangiavo. Mangiavo. Da bambino non mangiavo le verdure. Da bambino non mangiavo le verdure. As a child, I didn't used to eat vegetables. We use mangiavo, the first person singular of mangiare, to express a habitual dislike. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Quando? Quando ero. Quando ero piccolo. Quando ero piccolo, giocavo. Quando ero piccolo, giocavo con. Quando ero piccolo, giocavo con le. Quando ero piccolo, giocavo con le macchine. When I was little, I used to play with toy cars. Quando ero piccolo, giocavo con le macchine. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Da ragazza guardava or guardavo molti film stranieri. Da ragazza guardava or guardavo molti film stranieri. Guardavo. Guardavo. Da ragazza guardavo molti film stranieri. As a girl, I used to watch a lot of foreign films. Guardavo is used here because it matches the first-person singular subject implied by da ragazza, as a girl, referring to the speaker herself. We use the avo ending to indicate I used to in the imperfecto tense. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? I miei nonni vivevano or vivevamo in campagna. I miei nonni vivevano or vivevamo in campagna. Vivevano. Vivevano. I miei nonni vivevano in campagna. My grandparents used to live in the countryside. Vivevano is correct because the subject I miei nonni, my grandparents, is third person plural. The vano ending in the imperfect tense agrees with they, showing a repeated or habitual action in the past. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate. When I was 10, I used to ride my bike every day. Into Italian. Quando, meaning when, followed by avevo, the imperfect tense of avere, meaning I used to have, or simply I was age. Next. 10 anni, meaning 10 years old, followed by andavo, the imperfect form of andare, meaning I used to go. And finally, in bici ogni giorno, meaning buy bike every day. The structure quando plus imperfect sentence, comma, imperfect sentence is used here because we are describing two background actions or states that were true at the same time in the past. Both avevo and andavo are in the imperfetto tense, used to talk about age and repeated past actions. Quando avevo 10 anni, andavo in bici ogni giorno. Quando avevo 10 anni, andavo in bici ogni giorno. When I was 10, I used to ride my bike every day. Translate: as a child, I used to help my grandmother in the kitchen. Into Italian. Da bambino, meaning as a child, followed by aiutavo, the imperfect tense of aiutare, meaning I used to help. Next. Mia nonna, meaning my grandmother. And finally, in cucina, meaning in the kitchen. The pattern da plus noun or adjective, comma, imperfect sentence is used here because we are describing someone's status in the past, being a child, followed by an habitual action. Aiutavo is the imperfect tense used for regular or repeated past actions. Da bambino aiutavo mia nonna in cucina. Da bambino aiutavo mia nonna in cucina. As a child, I used to help my grandmother in the kitchen. Translate: when we were young, we had a dog. Into Italian. Quando, meaning when, followed by eravamo, the imperfect form of essere, meaning we were. Next. Giovani, meaning young, followed by avevamo, the imperfect tense of avere, meaning we used to have. And finally, un cane, meaning a dog. Quando plus imperfect sentence, comma, imperfect sentence. Is used here because the sentence describes a past time frame and a situation that was ongoing. Eravamo and avevamo are both in the imperfetto, used for past descriptions and continuous states. Quando eravamo giovani, avevamo un cane. Quando eravamo giovani, avevamo un cane. When we were young, we had a dog. Listen to me as I speak. Which imperfetto verb is used in the sentences? Da bambino non mangiavo le verdure. Let's listen one more time. Da bambino non mangiavo le verdure. Did you hear mangiavo? Mangiavo, the imperfetto form of mangiare, is used here to describe a repeated action in the past. How about quando ero piccolo giocavo con le macchinine? Let's listen one more time. Quando ero piccolo giocavo con le macchinine. Did you hear giocavo? Giocavo is the imperfetto of giocare, used here to express a habitual action during childhood. Next. Da ragazza guardavo molti film stranieri. One more time. Da ragazza guardavo molti film stranieri. Did you hear guardavo? Guardavo is the imperfetto tense showing that the speaker regularly watched films in the past. And quando avevo 10 anni andavo in bici ogni giorno. One more time. Quando avevo 10 anni andavo in bici ogni giorno. Did you hear andavo? Andavo is the imperfetto form of andare, used to indicate a past routine or ongoing activity. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to discuss past events in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto!